The Belvidere Family YMCA gets a generous donation ahead of the December 2nd Giving Tuesday, receiving $10,000 from Target. The nonprofit was selected by Sarah McGrail, who is a Target team member and one of the top volunteers in the region. She says she and her family volunteer as softball and volleyball coaches. The funds will go towards new equipment and help people in the community to get membership. She says it's important for kids to be active, not only physically, but to gain confidence and improve mental health.
Community service has always been super important. Last year alone, Target volunteered over 1 million hours of community service, and some of those were my volunteer hours. So Target takes pride in giving back to the community, both community service and giving back funds as well.